In June, I was here, we were building this place, and I walked out to the porch, and I suddenly couldn't speak, which is unusual for me. I was garbled, I couldn't say anything. Dave took me into the hospital.
That's when I made the first mistake, and that was, instead of calling 911, I drove her to the hospital. I should have called 911. Recognizing it is a good start, but calling 911 is critical, because if you don't call 911, then you don't engage the protocol, and that's critical to success.
It was very scary, and well, I ended up in a wheelchair. This whole right side was impaired. My speech was impaired. My cognition was impaired.
When Denise first started going to rehab, she couldn't get out of bed on her own.
Yeah.
She had to be placed in a wheelchair and wheeled down to rehab. They were brilliant with Denise. Mind you, they worked her hard. There was no pity.
3 hours a day, plus I had to work on my own. So within 2.5 weeks, they got me out of the wheelchair and walking. I mean, now I have a personal trainer. The guy is amazing. He pushes me, and I go once a week, and he tells me what to do. My goal was to be independent. I wanted to do what, I want to be back as much to what I was before. I mean, I have taken up knitting again, because I knit all the time now. I had to work on it. I wanted to go sailing again. We sailed extensively. I wanted to get on the boat. I love sailing. Dave was very encouraging. Couldn't have done it without him. I mean, I don't know if people come home and they don't have a support system. I don't know what they do.
Everybody, I think, will want to be there and be supportive and offer words of encouragement, which is what I tried to do. So, you know, I had to realize that I would get to a point that I was exhausted mentally. If you're exhausted and you don't have patience, then you cease to be a help. You become a hindrance. And I would take a break. So every Saturday, I would go off and have the day to myself.
The first time I did not like it at all. I just waited for him to come back. And then I realized, you know what, it gave me a break too.
We've got plans for the boat.
Dave has made some modifications so I can get on and off easier. I wanted to go back sailing. He could do it. So what am I going to do? Sit here and do nothing? So I had to, try.